Hello everyone and welcome back to Sprouts and Microgreens. This is Bliss van Amsterdam and I'm recording this video today from my humble apartment here in Chennai, India, and that is southern India, and today is the second day of January 2017. And I've thought to make a few different videos on different topics from here in Chennai, but I just wanted to start here by celebrating the new year and celebrating the 1 year, well, a little over a year anniversary since we started this channel. And also to say here the sprouting has been wonderful. I'm going to school here in India at the same time as sprouting every day, and I'm really enjoying this. The people are being very welcoming, and the combination of the food here with the sprouts is just the best I've ever had, and that's kind of what I want to share with you in future videos. But today I wanted to start talking about some topics that are being discussed online on forums, etc., that I consider to be very much false statements. So I wanted to kind of set the record straight here, at least on the main three topics that I noticed that were very false, and that they may be confusing you. If you read it online, you think it might be true, hoping it's reliable information. They're not on these topics. So let's get started, okay? So very briefly, the first one is, it's okay to eat some sprouts, but it's not okay to eat too much of it. Okay, that is false, okay? You can eat as much sprouts as you want, as many times during the day as you want. Eating sprouts is very good. You should not restrict yourself from eating sprouts, which does not mean that you should force yourself to eat sprouts. I'm not eat a barrel of sprouts every day. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that your own body will tell you when you have had enough to eat. So eat sprouts, enjoy. Don't restrain yourself from eating more sprouts than you're being told. Eat as much as you want. Replace other foods with sprouts. That is ideal. And then when your body is filled with nutrition, it will tell you, I'm okay, I don't need any more food. Then you stop. So don't force yourself to eat sprouts more than your body's telling you to, but don't restrain yourself from eating more sprouts just because they are talking about it online. That is false. In fact, in those institutes that I know where they heal with food, like the one I went to, there's another one in Florida, and there are a few others. I know that they have in Florida, well, both. They have a buffet of sprouts and other prepared, uncooked, raw foods. But the one in Florida, they have literally a buffet of the different sprouts. You can have broccoli sprouts, cabbage sprouts, onion sprouts, all the different sprouts at once for you to take from there. So that proves that as long as you're eating a lot of sprouts, mostly sprouts, you're going to be healthy. That's their secret. So believe me, eat as much sprouts as you want, okay? So let me go to the second fallacy or false statement. It says that you can eat sprouts alone and do not combine it with any other foods, especially cooked foods. I mean, that is false. Not only is false, it's actually mean to say that. I don't know what kind of people are writing this, but please don't believe them. You can absolutely combine sprouts, raw sprouts, with cooked foods. In fact, that's how I've recommended it, and it's been working for me really well. And the more you eat sprouts, the more you will end up replacing processed cooked foods by more sprouts. So you can have it in a sandwich, you can have it in a taco like I used to do, and every time I would eat less of that food and more sprouts, and they combine perfectly because the sprouts will take the taste and the flavoring of the other foods. So they're compatible with any other food. So they work really well. And here in India, the combination, they combine the rice with sauces, delicious sauces, very flavorful sauces. What I do is that pretty much put the sauces in the sprouts, combine just a little rice just to eat some carbohydrates, and every time I'm eating less and less rice and more sprouts, and I feel better than ever. I'm super strong, the food is delicious, and I'm barely eating any rice or sugar. That's another thing. I'm barely eating any sugar, fruits, but not processed sugar. So those little changes occur when you start eating sprouts in combination with cooked foods, and that's why I recommend you mix cooked foods with sprouts. Don't believe what it says online. There's no danger, it's not bad. Quite the opposite, is the only way. If you don't start like that, it's almost impossible to get used to the taste of raw sprouts. So please don't believe that. Just combine it with whatever foods you want, and like that, the more you combine, the more you get used to it. Before you know it, by now I can eat raw sprouts no problem. But I still mix it with these delicious Indian sauces, sambar or whatever they call it, because they mix so well. Okay, so that was the second false statement, that you cannot mix it with cooked foods. No, that's not only false, but it's actually mean, because that is the secret of how you're gonna get used to it in the sprouts. So mix it, okay? And last, they say here, try to avoid eating sprouts at night. Okay, I'm gonna half agree with this, just because it is true that at night, the meal at night is not good. I mean, if we eat late at night, then we're gonna have the digestive system working, preventing us from from sleeping a good sleep. And also, it's harder for the body to digest the food, and it oftentimes transforms everything into fat. So it is good to eliminate the dinner as much as you can, or reduce it. I have my last meal by 5 or 6 p.m. That's it. And yes, I don't eat sprouts. I try to eat something small, very small, like a salad. It can be with sprouts, but I try to keep the big chunk of sprouts for the breakfast, which I'll show you hopefully in a future video, and for lunch also I'll show you in a separate video. So, but at night I just try not to eat. At 5 p.m. I maybe drink some water, maybe a tea, and I'll try to stop there. So if you want to avoid or eliminate the dinner, I will go for that, okay? And if you are not going to, then yes, you can eat some sprouts. But if you're gonna eliminate the dinner altogether, then include the sprouts as well, okay? So these are my beliefs and my experience on all these topics. I hope that you try it yourself so you can enjoy the benefits, and thank you for listening again, and hopefully I'll see you soon in our next video from here, from India. Thank you. Bye.